So if you're thinking about making a move to Las Vegas in the near future, and maybe you live in California or another big city, this video is going to share with you the 5 reasons why you might consider moving to the Las Vegas or Henderson area over other areas in the country. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that these reasons are primarily coming from my point of view, as I cannot speak on someone else's experiences, nor do I really want to. My hope is that many of you out there in the YouTube world may relate to my situation and will find some of this information useful when making your moving decision. Hey everyone, Cosmo here with Living Las Vegas and Henderson. This channel's goal is to cover local news, business, and real estate, as well as just about anything in Las Vegas and Henderson. So if Vegas is somewhere you want to stay informed about, maybe you're thinking about moving here, please hit that subscribe button so we can keep you up to date on all things happening in Vegas. Also, if you do stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you an awesome relocation guide, as well as a local business offering a deal. It's a business that we personally love to support. So let's talk about those 5 reasons. About 3 years ago, I was a fresh graduate from grad school out in Nashville, Tennessee. And having grown up in Los Angeles, California, and really loving it, I knew that one day I really wanted to move back there. But being as I am married, and at the time our son was 3 years old, it's obvious that other factors were involved in making our moving decision. So given these circumstances, we looked at many different areas and we wanted to move to Las Vegas. So here are the 5 reasons we did that. Number 1, Las Vegas is almost as diverse as California. Growing up in LA, I had the opportunity to experience a ton of diversity, meaning many of the schools I attended and many of the things I participated in included families of different ethnic backgrounds and different socioeconomic backgrounds as well. And this is something that I wanted my children to experience. And while Vegas is not as diverse as Los Angeles, it comes pretty close when you're looking at the available data. So next is the money. After graduating from grad school with a whopping 6-figure debt, my wife and I realized how important it was to make sure we were putting ourselves in a position where we could pay back that debt while living pretty comfortably. So checking the median salary for therapists in Vegas, it became clear that Vegas is home to some of the highest paying healthcare positions in the country. And knowing that I could be making on average more money in Vegas versus some of the other top cities in the country really made it stand out against the competition. So with that said, with it coupled with the next reason, which is no state income tax, I was able to keep a bigger portion of my paycheck. So this is one of the main reasons many retirees move to Vegas as well. It's also a great reason why many businesses that are not tied down to a specific geographical location are making the move out here as well. For example, if there are YouTubers who don't rely on being in a specific location, they are making moves to states like Nevada, Texas, and Florida from places like California because they are saving like 15+% on their taxes. So the next reason we moved here was for the safety. And I know regardless of what you may think of Vegas, we took a strong hard look at the data. And just to be clear, we do live in Henderson, which for those of you that don't know is a neighboring city to Las Vegas. But when you think of the Vegas area, it's pretty much the Vegas area as a whole, right? So Henderson is included in that. And at the time when we were doing our research, we actually came across several national publications that said Henderson was one of the safest cities in the country. And having visited Vegas for many years, mostly as a kid, and maybe Vegas and downtown as an adult, I didn't really pay attention to safety throughout the area. And it was not something that I was very familiar with because we primarily just visited the Strip. It wasn't really until we visited for the purpose of looking at the other areas when we began to pay attention. And now, I do recommend that you do your own research here when it comes to safety. If you really dive into it, you can easily find the data and information you need to determine how safe certain areas in Vegas are and if it's the right area for you. Now, the next reason we moved to Vegas was because of its proximity to Los Angeles. At the time we moved, we knew that we were only a short 4-hour drive away from my family in California, as well as maybe 4.5, 5 hours from the beach. Now, this was a really great compromise, and it put us within a morning's drive of my family, and we could almost get together any weekend that we wanted to. Now, I do recommend leaving extremely early in the morning if you do want to beat that traffic. So an interesting story is that I used to work at UCLA for a short period of my life, and I had to make that dreaded 405 drive every single morning and afternoon. And if you've driven there, you know that there's probably only a few other places in the world where traffic is that bad. So one of the bonus reasons for being in Vegas is the ability to escape that traffic and pretty much get around the entire area within 30 minutes, unlike some of the other cities that we might have considered, which was like Atlanta and Houston. So that sums up the 5 main reasons we chose to move to the Las Vegas area over Los Angeles and some of the other big cities. But before you go, I did want to share 2 other things. First, I have linked an amazing relocation guide down in the description. Now, this is going to have a ton of information on the things you need to know if you're considering relocating to the Las Vegas area. The other thing I wanted to mention was sharing an amazing deal from a local Las Vegas business who's partnered with us. You know, I didn't mention it earlier as one of the reasons, but food and entertainment is definitely a bonus reason for moving to the Las Vegas area. Since being here, you know, we noticed that the diversity of the food and the fact that there is such a high bar for entertainment brings in a ton of perks when it comes to quality of service and food. So one of the local businesses that we love to support is called A Taste of Coffee.
Hi, I'm Chantal De Laurenti with A Taste of Coffee. We are a new business here in Henderson, Nevada.
They're located in Henderson off of Eastern, and they're offering an amazing deal right now where they're giving away 3 bags of their custom blended coffee for $40. Some of their top selling blends are named after Vegas areas like the Summerlin blend or the Henderson blend, and my personal favorite from them is their Banana Foster because of the aroma and taste. It just always puts a smile on your face every time you make a cup. But recently they're always out of stock of that flavor, so hopefully when you do take a look and if you're looking to change up your coffee, they will have that one in stock. So to sum everything up, we shared the 5 reasons why we chose to move to Vegas over other cities. Don't forget to get that relocation guide and local business deal in the description below. And if you do want to get more videos like this one covering local news, information, and real estate, all about the Las Vegas and Henderson area, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and we'll see you next time.